You probably don't think of yourself as stupid, you read. You think you have opinions, you know right from wrong, and yet if you're honest, there are moments when you follow ideas you didn't question, repeat beliefs you never examined, or stay silent when something feels deeply wrong. Not because you're evil, not because you're cruel, but because thinking felt inconvenient. That's the kind of stupidity that should scare you, not the loud, obvious ignorance we laugh at online, but the quiet, obedient, socially acceptable kind. The kind that lives inside normal people, inside good people. Inside you, and history shows us something uncomfortable. This kind of stupidity is far more dangerous than criminal behavior. In 1943, while imprisoned by the Nazis, theologian Dietrich Bonhoeffer wrote something radical. He claimed that stupidity, not malice, was the greatest enemy of humanity. Criminals, he argued, know they're doing wrong. They can be resisted. They can be confronted, but stupid people, they don't think they're wrong. They feel righteous, they feel justified, they feel normal, and that makes them unstoppable. When notice that intelligent, educated people could become shockingly irrational when absorbed into a group, ideology, or system of power. Their thinking shut down not because they lacked intelligence, but because they surrendered responsibility. Stupidity, he realized, wasn't an intellectual defect, it was a moral one. This is where it gets personal, because you don't become dangerous by being ignorant. You become dangerous when you stop thinking for yourself, when you repeat slogans instead of asking questions, when you outsource your judgment to the crowd, when you trade truth for belonging. Nietzsche warned about this centuries earlier. He called it the morality of the herd, the instinct to conform, to obey, to avoid standing alone. The herd doesn't need chains. It polices itself through fear of exclusion, and the price of belonging is often your mind. You don't notice it happening at first. It feels harmless, comfortable, even virtuous. You agree because everyone agrees. You stay quiet because everyone else is quiet. You scroll past contradictions because confronting them would cost too much energy. This is how thinking dies. Plato illustrated this perfectly in the allegory of the cave prisoners. Stare at shadows on a wall and mistake them for reality. When one person breaks free and sees the truth, he returns to tell the others, and they reject him. They mock him. They threaten him. Why? Because stupidity doesn't feel like darkness. It feels like certainty, and certainty is addictive. A criminal knows they are acting against society. A stupid person believes society is acting through them. That's the danger psychologically. This happens because thinking is exhausting. Real thinking requires doubt, uncertainty, inner conflict. The human brain hates this. It craves efficiency, shortcuts, familiar narratives. That's why slogans spread faster than arguments. That's why outrage spreads faster than nuance. Thinking deeply makes you lonely. Not thinking keeps you safe, at least. It feels that way. Hannah Arendt called this the banality of evil. The most horrifying acts in history weren't committed by monsters, but by ordinary people who stopped questioning orders, norms, and systems they didn't wake up wanting to destroy. Lives they just followed rules, did their jobs, went along, and that's the part no one wants to accept, because it means the line between good and evil doesn't run between us and them. It runs through you. Through every moment you choose comfort over clarity, silence over truth, belonging over conscience. Machiavelli understood how power exploits this. You don't control people by force alone. You control them by shaping what feels normal. Once stupidity becomes normalized, resistance looks irrational. The system doesn't need to silence thinkers. It just needs to exhaust them, flood them with noise, outrage, trivial conflicts, and slowly, thinking becomes optional. Here's the twist. No one tells you. Stupidity feels like relief when you stop thinking. You stop struggling when you stop questioning. You stop suffering when you accept simple narratives. The world feels manageable. Again, that's why people cling to it. But the cost is invisible. At first you lose depth, then integrity, then agency, until one day you're defending things you would have once opposed without even noticing the shift. And when someone challenges you, you don't argue thoughtfully, you react. Anger replaces reasoning, certainty replaces curiosity, loyalty replaces truth. That's when stupidity becomes dangerous. But here's the quiet hope in all of this, the fact that you're uncomfortable. Right now, that part of you feels exposed means you're not lost. Awareness is the antidote. Bonhoeffer believed stupidity could be resisted not with force but with responsibility. The moment a person takes ownership of their thinking, the spell breaks, not overnight, not easily, but it breaks. Thinking alone is painful. Questioning yourself is destabilizing. Standing apart from the crowd is frightening, but it's the price of remaining human. So, ask yourself the question most people avoid. Where have I stopped thinking? Where do I repeat instead of reflect? Obey instead of evaluate? Defend instead of understand? Because the greatest danger isn't evil people doing evil things, it's ordinary people who stop thinking and call it virtue, and the future quietly, mercilessly is shaped by which one you choose to be.